Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. What would you do if you knew without a doubt that you could not fail? If success was guaranteed, how would you act differently today? See, that's the problem. Most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they never truly believe they can succeed in the first place. The mind is a powerful thing. If you believe you can make it, you will find a way. But if you let doubt creep in, if you tell yourself, maybe I'm not good enough, then you've already lost the battle before it even begins. Look at the people who've made it. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, anyone at the top of their game. They weren't handed success. They fought for it. They had moments of struggle, moments of doubt, moments when quitting seemed like the easy way out. But they didn't quit. And do you know why? Because they refused to let doubt win. They believed, and that belief carried them forward. Listen, I won't tell you it's easy. Nothing worth having comes without effort. You will face rejection. You will experience setbacks. You will have days when everything feels like it's working against you. But in those moments, remember this. Every challenge you face is just another step toward success. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't? The ones who succeed refuse to give up. So today, make a choice. Stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for signs. Stop listening to the voices that tell you it's impossible. Stand up, step forward, and tell yourself, I can make it. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Because the moment you truly believe in yourself, that's the moment everything changes. Now go out there and make it happen. Your mindset is the silent architect behind every decision, action, and ultimately every outcome in your life. The idea that your mindset shapes your reality means that the beliefs you hold, whether conscious or subconscious, have the power to determine the way you perceive opportunities and challenges, influencing both your emotional responses and the choices you make. When you hold a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you are more likely to approach problems with creativity and resilience. This is because you view difficulties not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and grow, which encourages you to experiment, take calculated risks, and push beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. On the other hand, if you allow negative or limiting beliefs to dominate your thoughts, you create a self-fulfilling prophecy where every setback reinforces the notion that you are incapable of achieving success. The mechanism behind this phenomenon is deeply rooted in cognitive psychology. When you consistently affirm positive beliefs about your abilities and potential, you begin to notice patterns in your behavior that align with those beliefs. This process can lead to increased motivation and persistence. For instance, if you firmly believe that you are capable of mastering a new skill, you are more likely to invest time and energy into learning, practicing, and refining that skill. This enhanced dedication then produces measurable improvements, which in turn reinforces your initial belief. Conversely, if you constantly harbor doubts about your ability to succeed, you might subconsciously avoid challenges that could lead to personal growth. This avoidance reinforces the negative beliefs and creates a cycle of underachievement that is difficult to break. Scientific research provides compelling evidence for this interplay between mindset and reality. Studies in the field of neuroplasticity have shown that the brain is not a static organ. It continually adapts and reorganizes itself in response to the experiences and thoughts it is exposed to. When you engage in positive thinking and adopt a mindset geared toward growth and learning, you are effectively rewiring your brain to support those behaviors. The neural pathways associated with optimism and resilience become stronger, making it easier for you to maintain that positive outlook, even when faced with adversity. This means that every time you choose to believe in your potential, you are actively contributing to a brain environment that favors success and well-being. Furthermore, the stories of countless successful individuals underscore the powerful influence of mindset. Many of the most accomplished leaders, athletes, and innovators attribute their achievements not solely to talent or luck, but to a steadfast belief in their ability to overcome obstacles and continuously improve. This unwavering faith in oneself creates a self-perpetuating cycle where belief fuels action and action reinforces belief. In practical terms, this could be seen in everyday life when someone with a positive mindset navigates setbacks with an attitude that each failure is a step closer to eventual success. They tend to persist where others might give up, using each challenge as a learning experience that adds to their reservoir of skills and insights. The impact of mindset extends beyond personal achievement and seeps into the very fabric of how you interact with the world. When you believe that you can make a positive impact, you are more likely to engage in behaviors that promote not just your own growth, but also the growth of those around you. This creates an environment where constructive feedback, collaboration, and innovation are the norms rather than exceptions. People with a strong positive mindset tend to view setbacks as temporary and specific rather than permanent and pervasive. This perspective is crucial because it allows them to recover from disappointments more quickly and maintain a level of optimism that propels them forward even in challenging times. The power of mindset is also evident in the realm of self-talk, the internal dialogue that occurs constantly throughout your day. Positive self-talk can bolster your confidence, reduce stress, and even improve your overall physical health by mitigating the adverse effects of chronic stress. Conversely, negative self-talk can lead to a range of detrimental outcomes, including decreased self-esteem, increased anxiety, and even physical health problems. By consciously choosing to engage in affirming and constructive internal dialogue, you set in motion a series of events that can significantly alter your external reality. This transformation is not magical, but it is grounded in the consistent and deliberate reinforcement of empowering beliefs. Every decision you make, every risk you take, and every relationship you build is influenced by your underlying mindset. Whether you see challenges as opportunities or obstacles can be the difference between stagnation and progress. This realization encourages you to scrutinize your own thoughts and question any limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. By replacing doubt with conviction, you effectively open the door to possibilities that you may have never imagined were available. The concept that your mindset shapes your reality is not simply a philosophical musing. It is a practical guide that can transform every facet of your life, from personal development to professional success, and from interpersonal relationships to the way you navigate daily challenges, reaffirming the power that lies in the simple yet profound act of believing in oneself. Small steps lead to big wins because every monumental achievement in life is built on a foundation of tiny, incremental actions that compound over time. Every day when you choose to take a single, seemingly insignificant step forward, you are setting in motion a process that can lead to transformative outcomes. The idea is rooted in the understanding that progress does not always come in the form of grand gestures or dramatic leaps. Rather, it is the consistency of small efforts that creates lasting change. In any pursuit, whether it is personal development, career advancement, or improving relationships, the cumulative effect of small actions often far outweighs the sporadic energy expended in attempting to achieve something large in one go. When you break down a significant goal into its constituent parts, each small step represents a manageable, actionable task that can be tackled without overwhelming you. This approach makes it easier to overcome inertia and reduce the paralyzing effect of being faced with a daunting challenge. The human brain tends to resist abrupt, radical changes, and it feels more comfortable when progress is steady and predictable. By focusing on taking small steps, you are essentially training your mind to accept gradual progress, which in turn builds confidence and reinforces your commitment to your objectives. Over time, this consistent incremental progress accumulates and leads to significant, measurable results that might have seemed unattainable if you had only considered the final outcome. Each small step serves as a mini victory, providing motivation and a sense of accomplishment that propels you further along your journey. These little wins help to reinforce the belief that progress is possible, even in the face of challenges or setbacks. As you accumulate these successes, you begin to build a positive feedback loop where the joy of each achievement fuels further effort. The process of achieving a large goal becomes less about waiting for one breakthrough moment and more about celebrating the steady stream of progress that comes from persistence and dedication. This approach not only makes the journey toward your goals less intimidating, but also helps to solidify a habit of continuous improvement. In many cases, the path to significant achievements is not a straight line, but rather a winding road with unexpected twists and turns. Small steps allow you to remain flexible and adaptive, enabling you to adjust your approach based on the feedback and experiences you accumulate along the way. Instead of feeling discouraged by the inevitable obstacles that arise, you learn to see them as part of the process, as opportunities to refine your methods and build resilience. Each minor setback provides valuable insights and teaches you lessons that are critical for long-term success. The process of overcoming these challenges through small, deliberate actions instills a mindset that is geared toward growth and perseverance, further reinforcing the belief that even the most ambitious dreams can be realized one step at a time. The power of small steps is also evident in the way habits are formed. Habits are the result of repeated actions that, over time, become ingrained in your daily routine. When you consistently take small steps toward a goal, you are essentially reprogramming your behavior to align with your long-term objectives. This gradual change in behavior leads to a transformation that is sustainable because it is built on daily practices rather than temporary bursts of effort. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. It does not require radical changes or massive investments of time and energy, but rather a steady commitment to taking one small step after another. The transformation that occurs as a result of these consistent actions can be profound, often leading to breakthroughs that were once thought impossible. This concept also highlights the importance of patience and persistence. It is easy to become discouraged when immediate results are not visible, but the accumulation of small efforts over time is what truly makes a difference. Recognizing that every little action contributes to a larger outcome helps to maintain motivation and prevents the feeling of overwhelm that can come with tackling a big challenge. The journey toward any significant achievement is filled with ups and downs, and it is the continuous effort, no matter how small, that keeps you moving forward. When you view your progress in terms of small steps, setbacks are reframed as temporary hurdles rather than insurmountable obstacles, and each step taken becomes a reminder that you are capable of making progress even under less than ideal circumstances. The philosophy of small steps leading to big wins is not just a motivational idea, it is backed by practical evidence from various fields. Whether it is in the realm of fitness, where incremental improvements in exercise routines lead to remarkable physical transformations, or in education, where consistent study habits result in deep and lasting knowledge, the impact of small steps is undeniable. The principle is also evident in business, where companies that implement gradual improvements often outperform those that rely on sporadic bursts of innovation. By embracing the idea that every small effort matters, you create a roadmap for success that is both realistic and attainable. Each step, no matter how minor it may seem at the moment, plays a crucial role in the overall journey toward achieving significant, lasting change. Obstacles are just challenges, not roadblocks, because the way we perceive and respond to difficulties determines the trajectory of our lives and endeavors. Every person, regardless of their achievements, encounters moments when the path ahead seems blocked by insurmountable difficulties. However, these moments are not signals to stop, but rather invitations to reframe our understanding and tap into our reservoir of resilience and creativity. Instead of viewing obstacles as dead ends, they can be seen as temporary hurdles that test our resolve and present opportunities for growth, learning, and innovation. When faced with a challenge, the initial reaction might be one of discouragement or frustration, yet it is precisely in these moments that our inner strength is revealed. The struggle itself becomes a process of self-discovery and empowerment that, when navigated successfully, transforms what was once perceived as an obstacle into a stepping stone toward a higher level of achievement. This perspective is deeply embedded in the belief that every difficulty carries a lesson that contributes to our personal and professional development. By shifting the focus from the problem to the potential solutions, we create a mindset that is both adaptable and resourceful. Instead of halting progress at the sight of a barrier, we are encouraged to ask ourselves how the challenge can be broken down into manageable parts, what resources can be mobilized, and what new strategies can be devised. This proactive approach diminishes the overwhelming nature of obstacles, replacing fear with determination and uncertainty with curiosity. It is not that the difficulty vanishes, but that our ability to confront and overcome it becomes enhanced with every experience. In this light, obstacles are not a sign that the journey is ending, but rather a natural part of any significant endeavor, ensuring that the process of reaching one's goals is dynamic and transformative. The power of this mindset is often reflected in the stories of individuals who have achieved remarkable success despite facing severe setbacks. Many of these individuals recount experiences where what initially appeared as a blockade eventually led to breakthroughs that propelled them forward. Their journeys are marked by a series of challenges that, at each turn, demanded not just perseverance, but a rethinking of strategies and a reinvention of approaches. It is through these trials that they discovered new strengths, uncovered hidden talents, and built networks of support that further bolstered their progress. This process of turning challenges into catalysts for improvement highlights the inherent potential within every obstacle to serve as a powerful motivator for change. The more we internalize the idea that every barrier is temporary and surmountable, the more we prepare ourselves to face future challenges with a sense of determination and optimism. In practice, seeing obstacles as challenges requires a fundamental change in how we approach our day-to-day struggles. It calls for a mindset that views setbacks not as reflections of our inadequacies, but as natural occurrences in any pursuit of excellence. This means recognizing that failure is not a final state, but an integral part of the journey toward success. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to refine our techniques, improve our methods, and most importantly, learn from the process. When we embrace this approach, our reactions to setbacks shift from despair to proactive problem solving, enabling us to quickly adjust our course and continue moving forward. The idea is not to minimize the reality of difficulties, but to empower ourselves with the belief that every obstacle is a temporary condition that can be overcome through persistence, adaptability, and innovation. Moreover, the attitude of viewing obstacles as challenges nurtures a sense of hope and determination that is essential for sustained progress. When we allow ourselves to see each difficulty as an opportunity rather than a dead end, we create a positive feedback loop that reinforces our confidence and resilience. This perspective enables us to maintain momentum even when progress appears slow or when the outcome is uncertain. Over time, the cumulative effect of overcoming multiple challenges builds a robust foundation of experience and wisdom that not only makes us better equipped to handle future obstacles, but also inspires those around us to adopt a similar outlook. This collective mindset can transform communities and organizations by fostering an environment where challenges are embraced as inevitable parts of the growth process, rather than as signs of impending failure. When obstacles are reframed as challenges, they cease to be threats to our progress and become milestones that mark our journey toward our goals. This transformation is not instantaneous, but evolves gradually as we consistently choose to confront difficulties with a problem-solving attitude. Every challenge surmounted reinforces the belief that our potential is not fixed by external circumstances, but is instead continually molded by our response to adversity. The more we practice this mindset, the more it becomes ingrained in our behavior, ultimately leading us to view even the most daunting tasks as opportunities to improve and excel. Each experience of overcoming a challenge leaves us better prepared for the next, creating a cycle of ongoing improvement that propels us steadily towards our aspirations.